Welcome, Team Bucha. We're excited to have you both here with us today and to learn a little bit more about what you're working on and what you've been working on. Let's get started. Why don't we kick it off? If you want to introduce yourselves, tell us who you are, what institution you're representing, what degree program you've finished, and where did you grow up?
Hi, I'm Pablo V. Casares. I am getting my Bachelor's of Science in Art Practice, and I grew up in rural California and rural Texas.
Hey, I'm Ava. I just graduated from PSU in December, and I finished with a Bachelor's of Arts and Letters.
That's fantastic. You both come from some interesting backgrounds, I know. How did you guys come together to be a team? What connected you and helped you to decide to take this on?
Me and Pablo had a couple classes together at PSU. We had a weaving and a sculpture class, and he came to me one day just asking if I wanted to join his crazy idea, and I said yes.
You mentioned crazy idea. What are you working on?
We are creating biotextiles out of kombucha.
That sounds very interesting. What inspired you to take this on?
I come from a background in product development in the fashion industry, and even with all the best environmental certifications and all of the best intentions, the fashion industry is still the dirtiest polluter aside from oil in the world. So we need a lot of new creative solutions, and I thought that this would be a pretty good thing to try.
You touched on this just now. Can you, for everybody at home, tell us a little bit more about why this problem is so important?
There are a lot of sustainable options that are out there for apparel, but none of them really solve the problem. Cotton and organic cotton seem great because they're natural, but they use the most water of any agricultural crop. Polyester is polluting the oceans. Bamboo takes tremendous amount of water in processing. Really, the solution is in biotextiles of some sort, and we feel very strongly that kombucha is one of the best options for this.
I've never heard of kombucha fabric, so this has to be a big challenge. What are some of the obstacles and things that you guys have been working through or that you know are coming up as you're taking this on?
One of the major obstacles is just time and space. It takes time to grow the kombucha, and I'm about to finish my degree here, and Ava's at work, so we're doing our best to get in the lab all the time and make more product. But it's tough being students and being in the workforce and getting everything produced. The actual production isn't too bad, but it just takes some man hours and some space.
And it does take a while for the kombucha to fully dry and cure.
That's incredible. You just mentioned, Pablo, that you're full-time students, you're working, you've got side projects. Ava, I can definitely tell you're out in the field somewhere. Who else have you been able to tap into and surround yourselves with? What support system have you been building to really help further this project?
I know we met up with some of Pablo's friends who provided us with some great insight and stuff we could work on and do with the materials, and I think we got lended a spinning machine as well. They were a great help.
Yeah, I have a friend, Matt, who's a biologist, and a friend, Jake, who's an engineer. And we also were really lucky to be able to partner with a local kombucha company, Lionheart Kombucha, which has been amazing. And pretty much just everybody along the way. We talk about this project all the time, and everyone has some amazing insight. And of course, the Center of Entrepreneurship in PSU has been a tremendous support.
That's fantastic. It really does take a lot of people and a lot of pieces. We love to hear that you're tapping into the community and constantly bringing more people in to be involved in this. It's really fantastic. Congratulations on becoming finalists in Invent Oregon. I know that you pitched at the semifinals and got to meet a lot of the other teams. What inspired you to take part in Invent Oregon?
I feel like there's a lot of really interesting solutions out there for clean energy and for just new cool innovations, but I think that you need some artists involved. So we're coming at it with new creative solutions, things that aren't necessarily the most technical or the most engineered, but we have to get some new innovations and new ideas and bring the artists in.
And after winning Clean Tech, it seems so fun to keep doing it. Definitely.
That is tremendous. We agree. There needs to be a lot of voices, a lot of backgrounds, a lot of different folks who are tackling these problems and starting to view all of the solutions in really different ways. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, as you've been now involved with Invent Oregon for a few months, the finals are approaching. What do you hope to gain from your experience? What are you hoping to achieve?
I really hope, as the artists coming into Invent Oregon, that we can create new connections and ideas and just keep the conversation going around innovation and new energy. It doesn't matter too much who wins and loses, in my opinion, just that there's a pollination of ideas.
I'm really excited to see everyone's final pitches at Invent Oregon too. I talked to so many people, so many contestants leading up to this, and all of their ideas were awesome.
There is an incredible amount of diversity in these projects. You guys are absolutely the epitome of that, seeing where projects get born and how far they go. What is important for you that the judges know about your innovation? What sets you apart?
For me, one of my favorite parts about this project is the possibility of community engagement. One of our big ideas is creating neighborhood mills where local designers and artists come in to create new fabrics, and the community creates their clothing, and then you have clothing that was conceived, designed, and manufactured within a few blocks of your own house. I think there's a lot of ways we could disrupt the industry, and that's what I'm really excited about.
Me as well.
That's tremendous. So, you're both newer founders, you're young innovators. What has started to become really important to you as young entrepreneurs, as well as what do you want to see from your fellow Invent Oregon competitors as they are approaching innovation?
What I've felt very strongly throughout the project is to keep true to our values of community and sustainability. Because inevitably, when you create a big venture, when you create some sort of a company, you're going to have to make compromises along the way. And the truer that we can keep to our values at the beginning, the smaller bad those compromises will be in the long run.
I think something that's become important to me during this competition is finding a time outside of life and work to just have a space to be creative and meet new people, which is great. And I hope the other competitors can as well.
That is incredibly inspiring. Not only knowing that you are doing this project your own way with your own ethics, but you're viewing this enterprise as a creative outlet that goes way beyond just seeing if you can achieve this. It's incredibly inspiring, and I thank you guys both for being with us today, for taking the time to let us get to know you better, to learn more about Team Bucha, to learn more about what you're doing. We really appreciate your time and can't wait to see what you do in the finals and moving on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.